don't really think that they think that, you know, we should know about all of this. And I sort of do know how to treat the different species and different signs. And the more and more I see these things and point these things out, the more and more I have sightings. It's totally incredible. But look, everything I'm going to show you in here is to the scale of tenfold. Like, they're in here like 100%, like, type of thing. But I don't think I can see them in here. In here, unless I spend a whole lot of time. Like, I know they're around. Like, here's a little something I'm seeing. Right there between the two trees. Oh. Woo! A little white one. A little white on. A little white on fight on. As soon as I turn on my phone and I'm seeing all kinds of structures, they seem to be active and little signs as I'm walking towards the big, bend, beautiful forest. I'm going to tell you what it takes to be a Bigfoot woodsman and Bigfooter, and to look for other signs that I think is more of an adventure almost than finding them. And now check this out right here. You see this big old tree right here, and you see this log is placed on it. Look right here at the end of it. That is an X right there embedded in it. You can see it. It's really clear. And it's grown together, X. Like, how do they do that with all these little tridents on the top? And this log is just, see? And the place I'm going to, it's right up there. So, like, all this is like pointing like towards it. And yes, X's can be markers. They can also be other things too. The tree, the leaner, they're all mysterious things. Like, they're saying there's like a balance in nature, or, you know, something along those lines. And it's totally fascinating how they leave you these signs that can mean other things in our language. This is one of my favorite structural places that I'm going to take you to, and it's right behind me, and it's probably 100 yards of structures that have been changing over time, and it's amazing. But what I'm going to show you is this little thing of flowers. See, it's October here. The structures are all out there. The marker tree to its entrance, see it right there? That's this marker tree, and it's in these little bushes to its nest. But I'm not going to mess with it. What I'm going to talking about is how in October, a lot of these flowers and the flora and fauna and other things are like, it's in like another spring, another 4 seasons. But look, right here in this little pine tree thing, there's a big old sapling with sugar. Like, I can take it like that and eat it with these flowers, and I have plenty of nutrients. Now, what's so funny about that is in every single survivor show I've ever seen, I've never seen anybody tree sapping to get sugars. But there have been reports of Bigfoots, like in Idaho and Iowa, and on farms, climbing trees and sapping them. You know, the places where they have cuts. But I just want to show you a couple interesting things before I go over here, just real quickly. I think I caught like something I like to call like the Bigfoot mask, and it's always on the way, like behind you on the way out. See how that kind of looks? That is essentially what the Sasquatches look like. You know, there's a lot of different types, hairy man and other things, and our definitions of Sasquatches are always different. And it's not even the trees right here, but I always talk about these sideways Ys that we have. not so much tridents, but this one is a trident. As you can see, it says trident, but look, it's very low and it's going sideways, and that's the end of the structures where it's pointing. And then there's this other break. You can see the break on it. That's a break, and it's broken and still alive between this tree and that tree, and it's just going this way. So what I have to be careful with is a lot of our signs are universal around most places, but what I deal with is the fact that they're different. They're different species and different signs. And the more and more I see these things and point these things out, the more and more I have sightings. It's totally incredible, because I don't really think that they think that, you know, we should know about all of this, and I sort of do know how to read them. And look, look at this. This is like, look at this. Okay, this is another one that's broken. It's still alive and it's going down. So something keeps saying down around here. I don't know what it is yet. It's probably some kind of underground thing, or water. Maybe it goes into the river. I don't know. But look, it's behind that one, and right on this one. And look, it's what we call a Y. Now this Y is way up in the air. That Y was sideways. I'm pointing towards it. And this one, I keep hearing this thumping. Did y'all just hear that? I don't know if you heard it. It sounds like, it's what I call ultrasound. Boom, boom, boom. Well, I'm about to take you right where this trident Y is marking all this, right down in here, into what I call the Big Bender Forest. And it's beautiful if you like woodsmen. It's a little documentary. It's going to take a little bit more time, but I want you to know that it's all done by Bigfoot. Like everything I'm showing you is Bigfoot, and it's our understanding that we know that that's Bigfoot. That Bigfoot tends to have some kind of a relationship with you, or interaction, or encounter, or whatever it may be. And you just want to be careful. So I kind of learned how to control it, is what I'm saying, in a way. I know my weaknesses, I know my strengths. I'm methodical, but I try to get going. I'm woodsman, but I show you other things. Let's just go ahead and check it out, and I'll show you the rest. Hello, how's it going, everyone? I'm paranormal survival, and I see other Bigfoot signs I'd like to teach you all about in one of my favorite places. And every time I say Bigfoot, I almost always follow some kind of sign. But the problem is my signs are different and my Bigfoots are different. And I kind of have to play on the edge. Even though they are universal, I kind of understand them and interpret them and other things. Like even this dead tree, look, it's all gone, but look at all this white bark in here. You know, it's not just natural tracking. It's tracking of things and understanding them. This tree is way out of place, way over here. It's blocking my trail in. This one's on marker, but look at this other trident Y. Like, you're talking about a treasure map here. You're about to see a treasure map. And there's another one that's up in the air. This one's up in the air. So, some of the things I'm seeing is some weird things about them going down and up in the air. And oh my God, there's a Bigfoot seat right here. And I thought so, because that circle, see that circle right there of trees? That's why I was just sitting in back there. That's like a ritual. There's two seats, ritual point. And I don't know if you know what seats means, but it means to sit them, and they got round dirt, and they usually release some sticks or something around. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. It's right next to a big super trident tree, and you want to talk about trident? The whole tree is a trident. Take that one, you know? And it's even broken where it wants to be. But look at this seat right here. Now, most people write this off as a little deer nest. I don't think so, because it's not going to have that much loose dirt. It's got a cover. They would probably like it more in the enclosed As you can see, it's kind of open, and these are the kind of areas I like to sit in. That's why I was just sitting in one. So there's one, and there's a couple of little sticks, and see how the sticks are around it and not inside of it. And there's some kind of weird moss, and again, yellow bark. I don't think deer mess around with the sticks. Here's another one right here, again under cover, some kind of trident type of leaner that trails just going all in here, and animal trails are good. So let's go on this adventure together, and you're gonna hear some things because it's raining. But one of the reasons why I call my channel Baffle Bigfoot is because I know things about Bigfoot that they just go, you don't supposed to know this. And it's not just your normal stuff. I see bones in here, and the last time I left, it left me a mushroom that was filleted open with 4 leaves on it, right in the middle of the trail, of the side trail that you're not supposed to go on. And it was right when I was leaving, after I spent a whole half hour in here digging around. So I'm taking to 100 yards of the most amazing structures, and everything in here is going to be a Bigfoot. It's raining, so it's another element that just right here, you can see them already. That I'm not supposed, humans aren't supposed to be doing this kind of stuff, you know, and they're not supposed to be knowing what I know. Like, none of this is supposed to be happening according to their rule. So that's the easy way. I mean, until they find out about you. It's a big fire. Oh, god dang. He looks like you put a bite on me. Oh yeah, here's the main string right here. Gotta cut it. Let me through. Thank you. There's another one of this. And these structures are all placed in here. Like, I know you got hurricanes and Katrinas and whatnot. Look at what I have to walk through to get here. But let's just go on this adventure, because you're going to see something really amazing. I'm going to try to read them. I have some elements. The rain, I call them elements. And putting them all together. Look at this path right there. Just walking and walking. And a lot of times they're like hidden, like not very far from the entrances. Look at that, that's white poop. That is white poop. That means bones, from what I've learned. Now, there are some survival tips that are like that. That's poop, but I don't see any cat prints. I don't think it's climbed up here. And it looks pretty big. I mean, if that's a cat, that's some pretty big ones. Yeah. And this little tree. But the rest of it. And what did I just say? Something about bones that I see in here all the time. Oh, there it is again. Whole pile of bones. Alright. Now you're going to take a look. Now it is after a storm. But just take it all in. Alright. And you're going to see, like, see that one? Right up there? That. So you see that one right up there? That is all stripped of bark. All the way up. And it's leaning right up on the edge of something that's also stripped of bark, like it's rubbing up there. Like, sometimes they take these things and rub them around. This one right here, that's what we call the field goal. And most of the time they're small. But apparently they make it look like, see how they baffle you? They just make it look like the whole tree broke. And I don't even know if it's the same tree. There's that. So let me see. There's that to that. But look, everything I'm going to show you in here is to the scale of tenfold. Like, they're in here like 100%, like, type of thing. But I don't think I can see them in here. In here, unless I spend a whole lot of time. Like, I know they're around. Like, here's Here's a little something I'm seeing. Right there between the two trees. Oh. Woo! A little white. Something sitting down there. If I can zoom out, it'd be better, maybe. And I'll let them know what's in here because I don't like to be rude. I don't like to just step into their thing, but I do like to go back when it's a magical place. So the whole mess, like this one just fell. You know this one just fell, right? But look at the crisscrosses that they do with the lumber, up and over and crossed. See, it's totally changed. This whole thing is totally changed. I mean, it changes every time, and it's not just the fallen ones. It's just look, everything's broken in a weird way. It's making an A here. It's rubbing up there. There's a lot of water in here. I know they come out from back there somewhere, but everything in here for 100 yards is to this magnitude. Everything. Like, I'll walk in here, like this snake stuck in there, and there's another field goal wide. That is bluntly putting it in your face because both of these are different types of trees than what's in between there. And that one's even been broken. And the white stick means something to them. You see the water's piling up. I can't exactly get to. The main spot is over there, and I just dug in. This is one of those holes around it. Check this out. My stick just went in that far right here, and anywhere else it cannot. Big old holes that they have underneath these markers. There's a little crisscross. I'm gonna have to maneuver around, but there's loopers and benders up here, and they're big ones. They're bigger than the ones in Colorado. Like, let me just tell you, look how big this is. It's huge. And the lean, look at the logs they placed on top of this. Look at that. That's placed up there. That's placed right there on top of it. And look at it from this side. I mean, that's a field goal. See, and there's the wise. Look at that trident. It's perfect. And it's pointing up to the sky. And it's kind of strange for me. I usually get them down in Florida. And over here they have them halfway between the sky. But you want to see an X, and what marks the X next to an A. These are big time signs. Field goals. Not just a leaner with two parallels. X's, but to huge A's. Look at this. I bet you this tree is triple broken. So broke. 1, 2, 3. They usually place those over trails and break them 3 times. Now, it's just getting started. Look at the A, and it comes down to make this X. This is their shit. This is their home. It's right on the side. Look at the geometry in this. Well, they didn't force me to walk through it just to show you this, but I'll go ahead and do it. See how these roots are even going all the way down into the water, and this is what we call a bog. And the theory is that the bogs, I'm seeing a little something right there. The theory is that the bogs are kind of like oh, this is a face made to be, or if he turns into one, it's not going to run off no matter what it is. I'll have to walk up to it in a minute. They come out from back there, so maybe I should kind of do that. But so anyway, these water bogs are like they don't get water in them. They usually remove them with sticks, so it's using real clean. But look at the magnitude of this trident. That thing is a trident and a half. Like, you talk about these little tridents, and I say we don't get the side, we get sideways Ys. How the heck is that Y perfectly up?